Here we have my safe. Some years ago, I changed the combination on it. After having problems with having forgotten it, I was able to get in it and change the combination. I left it open and recorded that somewhere, I think in an old phone that is no longer functional. So now I can't contact the company for their records on the original combination because I've already changed it. So this will be my attempt to get into it and find the combination and reseal my entry point and make it useful again. So the goal here is to find the center point here, and I will be drilling a hole in here that will give me access with my endoscope camera to see the tumblers that are in the lock. And then if I'm successful with that, I will be able to watch through the endoscope the tumblers and then turn the combination lock knob and watch the tumblers until I see those line up. And let's see if this drill bit will get us started. Okay. That was easy enough. Okay, I do have this recording, so maybe I can add it in if we get successful here. Somehow I need more light in there. The hole needs to be a little bit bigger, or just not go in as deep. I need more light. I'm gonna need a little bit deeper hole, I think. I got a little debris in the way. I will insert here in just a moment a little short video clip from the endoscope of what I was seeing coming up right here. That's insane. So you can see in that hole there. That's the tumblers. And I'll take this back off so you can see how that's done. So I want to clean things up a bit. That's good. Now, I want to determine what the combination would be right now. So, these are the cam spots that have to line up for the rods to be able to move. And I back this off, and those little places go away, then these rods won't open. All right, so let's see where we are. All right, so turn to right. Let's do it this way, clockwise. And then to get the first one here to stop at that spot, puts it on, you can see here, let's just call it 15 does the trick, I believe. We'll double check this after we do the first run through. Now, so that was turning it, I backed it off. So, then we turn counterclockwise. To the 15. Now I'm going to mix up the JB Weld. It's a 2-part epoxy that has metal in it. I've used it before and was really surprised about how strong it is. Little point in the cap breaks the seal. Didn't know it was going to start coming out automatically. And what you want is equal amounts in here of both colors. And I think I'm going to put most of it in here, make sure I got enough to fill the hole. All right, we'll leave it a little bit there. So that looks kind of like I'm leaving the same amount in both of them. And now we're going to mix it up until it's totally turns to one color. Okay, now I'm going to put some tape around our holes. And I think what I want to do I'm going to put a tape over the inside hole completely so it maybe it won't leak out. Okay, and now let's see if we can fill it up. I may need maybe this will help me push it down in there. It seems to be following down in there pretty well. Nothing's coming out the bottom. I can tell it's down there. All right, I think that's filled it up. I'm gonna try to scrape off the excess. I'm gonna have to leave it a little bit high, and then I can either sand or grind it off because it's pulling itself out as I try to smooth it. Okay, now we let that set up. Let me see the instructions again. And it sets up in 4 to 6 hours, fully cured in 24 hours. All right, so we will see. Hopefully I'll have time to let anyway, in about 5 hours, I will come and see if we can clean it on up and finish off this little job. I'm going to change the combination now. Let's see. And so to do that, we press on this cam and give it some turns and let it re-engage, and now it will be a different combination. And to find out what that combination is, we will once again spin the dial to clear out everything. You can see it's moving the cams around in the back. And now we want to start with, we'll go. Okay, so you can't see the cams moving. To start I messed up again. My camera work is not the best in the world. Sorry about that. Check that number. And we're at 57. And we go back. We're going to go past the 57. And then when the cam stops again, okay, that's 33. And then back to that cam lines up, and that's 48. All right, and so as not to put it out on the internet what my combination is going to be, I'm going to change it one more time. Okay, and then I'll do that offline so that I'll have a combination private. Let's see how it's been a few minutes. I went and did a couple of other things. Let's see what we're looking like. Still quite wet, and I messed it up a little bit by doing that. Let's add a little bit more on top. Okay. And before this sets up, it just dawns on me I better take this off. And let's see if I can fine tune it just a little bit more. I want to be sure it's completely filled, and then I'll grind it down after it sets up. Okay. After I'm done sanding, I'm going to wipe it off, and then I'm going to wait till later and put the paint on there. But I'll do that later because I want to get this video uploaded. Let's see if you still see it. Okay.